What's going on, guys? I'm Pokemon here, and today we're back with some Pokemon news. Now, I did do a video of this yesterday, but I rewatched it, and I'm like, yeah, you can't really see anything. So, we're doing it again. I did not post the second one I did yet. I'll probably post it once I'm done posting these videos the same day. So, yeah, it's much easier. But today we're back with some news. We got a ton of cards to go over, so this will probably be multiple parts probably because there's a lot of cards to go over. So first things first, we got a new V card coming up, Kricketune V. Now this is very, now I did not expect Kricketune V to get a V card. Very interesting choice. But yeah, it's kind of cool. I mean, I didn't think Kricketune would get a V card. Very odd Pokemon to get one, but hey, he's got an ultra rare. If you're a Kricketune fan, there you go. He's got his first ultra rare, so we'll take it. But yeah, as you can see, it has an ability on there. So pretty cool. Let's move that. So pretty cool. The HP is 180. There is some Pokemon. It is kind of low for a V card because there's a lot more Pokemon who has a lot more HP than that. We'll probably look at some other Pokemon like Victini V, Tapu Koko V, who have a lot more health than Kricketune V, but let's see what it does. So, first thing it does is its ability, Stage Elation. Once during your turn, you may draw cards until you have 3 cards in your hand. If this Pokemon is the active spot, you may draw cards until you have 4 cards in your hand instead. You cannot use this ability more than once. Okay, wait. You cannot use this ability if you used another Stage Elation to start. Okay. So yeah, that's pretty crazy because to win, you want to draw as many cards as you can. And stuff like that, and play them as well. So, good way to draw some cards. Next one is X-Scissor for 1 grass, 2 colorless. 80 damage plus flip a coin if heads. This attack does 80 more damage. We saw a lot of now. I mean, it does a lot. It does a lot of damage, but we've seen a lot of Pokemon, especially during the XY era, which had moves of flip coins. Like that was there was a lot of cards in there. Like I think I can't remember any of them off the top of my head, but there was a lot of Pokemon back then who had to flip a coin. So, yeah, it is weak to fire. Unfortunately, you got really good decks like Sanduscorch out there who could just rake. It's just ridiculous. Resistance is no resistance. Retreat, though, is pretty good. So you can use your turn board of that until it rotates out, unfortunately. But you still got Air Balloon, so still pretty good there. Next one is a Cherrim. I think it's supposed to be a holo card. It is a holo card in the Japanese set. Pretty cool as an ability. Let's see what it does. So, ability, Spring Bloom. As often as you like during your turn, you may attach a Grass Energy card from your hand to one of your Pokemon, except this Pokemon with a rule box. Interesting. So, I mean, it's a way to accelerate energy, but not very much, unfortunately, though. And it does add a little bit of power to the grass types because I mean you have Eldegoss, who's a very good Pokemon, and its shiny form is coming out in Shining Fates, or either the set or the promo cards in one of the tins. But pretty cool. So that's pretty nice. It's got another move. It's 1 grass, 2 colorless, Seed Bomb, 70 damage. You know, 70 damage is not too bad. Weaknesses to fire. Unfortunately, yes, you have Sanduscorch out there and some other Pokemon we'll talk about later in the video. Its retreat is good because it has 2 retreat, which means you can use Air Balloon to get that free retreat. And the HP is 80 HP. And the Kricketune V is 180. So, yeah. Next one is Victini V. Now Huntman. Now, if you ask this, Huntman, wasn't there Victini V already? Yes, there was a Victini V in Sword and Shield base. I think this Victini we see here is the better version because I mean it looks really cool. And I think it's going to be a lot more powerful than the one from Sword and Shield base. I don't know. Don't take my word for it because I don't battle. So, it's your opinion if you think the one from Sword and Shield base is better or the one from this set is better. Okay, so its basic Pokemon has 190 HP more than the Kricketoon V. For 1 fire energy, does V bullet damage 10 damage plus if your opponent's active Pokemon is a V. This attack does 50 more damage. That's not that good if you think about it, because if you're a V and you're up against against an opponent who who's not playing a V card right now, that only does 10 damage. Like, that's not very good at all. But if it's against let's say you're against Eldegoss, right? That's going to be a good Pokemon because Eldegoss is weak to fire, and it does 70 damage because if you're battling against the V version of Eldegoss, so that's pretty good. It does have a 1 retreat, so you can use the return board for this, but it is weak to water. So, yeah. But, and then if it also says if your Pokemon V is knocked down, your opponent takes 2 prize cards, as always. Now this one has a now let's look at the VMAX. The Victini VMAX. This looks like it's going to be a very good Pokemon in Japan when it comes to play, because it's going to do a lot of damage with its with one of its moves. So let's read it. So, evolves from Victini V. For 1 colorless, spreading flames attach up to 3 energy from your discard pile to your Pokemon in any way you like. So, another good energy using move. To accelerate energy, get it to other Pokemon, which is huge, because, you know, you need energy to do a move, you know. But, pretty cool. Okay, so its max form is Victory Max, 1 fire, 1 colorless. 100 damage plus if your opponent's active is a V. This attack does 120 more damage. Dude, that could take a V Max down. That could take down a V Max. Like, that's a lot of damage for a Pokemon. I mean, that's 220 damage. Just right then and there. If it's not a V card, that's 100 damage easily. Like, that's pretty good too. So, that's going to be adding a lot of power to the fire types. I mean, you got Cinescorch already. Like, that's pretty good. Okay, so we're moving down to Tapu Koko. Now, Tapu Koko did have a V card during Sword and Shield base. Now, let's look at these two. And it has a VMAX as well. Electro Ball, 40 damage for 1 lightning. You know, 40 damage is 40 damage. The next move is Spiritual Thunder. 2 lightning, 1 colorless, does 20 damage, plus this attack does 40 more damage for each energy attached to all of your opponent's Pokemon. That's pretty good too. It's not a lot of... It's something. It's better than having like 10 damage like the Victini V does if it's a V card. But the VMAX is fantastic. It does not have the... A ability is weak to fighting. Unfortunately, this set is built around fighting type Pokemon like Urshifu, VMAX, Single Strike, and Rapid. So, it's not gonna be that good against fighting type Pokemon during this set. And yeah, but if you're up against like Psychic types, that's pretty good too. So, okay, so let's look. Oh, it does have a retreat, so you can use your turn board, and you can use Air Balloon for Victini VMAX as well. Tapu Koko VMAX. This is very cool. What they're doing with Tapu Koko what they're doing with VMAX cards looks so cool. Like, their artwork for VMAX is a job well done. Pokemon, if you're watching this video, you're doing a good job. So, this one is max shot for 2 lightning, 1 colorless, 180 damage if your opponent has more prize cards remaining than your... Wait. If you have more prize cards remaining than your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. That's a good move, because if that's the case, you could do 180 more damage, and your opponent's knocked out already. Unless if, like, you're up against, let's say, a Mimikyu V card, which will go up, which we'll do after this one. That's gonna knock out the Mimikyu V, and it can knock out a lot of other Pokemon as well. Like, you got Boltund, who's a good Pokemon as well, which came out, I believe, either Sword Shield Base or Rebel Clash. I think it was Rebel Clash it came out. Don't quote me on that, but comment down below if I'm correct on that. It does have a retreat cost of 1, so you can use you can use U-turn board until it rotates, unfortunately. Dude, I'm going to miss that card. Like, that card is super good and competitively. Okay, one last card in this video, and we'll do another part. So, next one, Mimikyu V. Guys, this is going to be a good Pokemon as well. I mean, you got already really good Psychic types as well so far, and this card is going to be really good, I think. Ability, Dummy Doll. You may attach this ability... Wait, you may use this ability once during your turn when you play this card from your hand into your bench until the end of your opponent's next turn. Prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attack from your opponent's Pokemon. So, there's actually a couple cards in this set that could actually prevent you from taking damage. Like, I think there was Anger Slash card. I didn't do that in this video, but I probably won't do it in the series because this is going to take forever. But, yeah, there's a lot of Pokemon that could prevent you from having damage. And I think that's why this set's going to be so good competitively. And there's going to be a lot of annoying Pokemon. And that's why I'm probably going to like this set and probably get into competitive. I'm not sure. So, the other move is Envying Eyes for 1 Psychic. Put 3 damage counters on your opponent's active Pokemon for each prize card your opponent has taken. Dude, that's a lot, man. Like, if he's got 1 prize card left, right? What, I think there's like, what, 12 prize cards left? Don't quote me on that. But that's a lot of damage. That's a lot. Just for 1 Pokemon as well. Now, if it could spread out to other Pokemon, like let's say you already have 3 damage counters on 1 of the active, can you put it on the bench? Maybe. I'm not really sure about that, but that would be very, very cool. It is weak to darkness. Unfortunately, you have a lot of good cards that are coming out soon. I mean, and that are already out. I mean, you got Eternatus VMAX and his V card, and then Crobat VMAX and Crobat VMAX being in Shining Fates, I believe, which that card's going to be insanely good. That card's going to be ridiculous. So, and a retreat cost is 2, so you can use Air Balloon for that. I'm going to end the video off here, though. We're not done with the news. I'll probably do another video on the other cards, but yeah, let me know if you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for the help on the channel. It's greatly appreciated. And don't forget to subscribe as well. We're almost at 20 subs. Let's get to 20. We're at 15 subs already. Let's get to 20 before the end of March. What do you got to do? Keep it catching. Catch you guys next time. Stay safe. Stay awesome. And more importantly, stay positive.